Welcome back to our In the Inbox series, answering questions that have been asked by folks like you about the real estate industry here in Belize. My name is Rachel Jensen, broker owner of Luna Realty, and today we're answering question 136. Question 136 was asked by Jackie, and she said, I'm moving to Belize. What should I bring? I am moving to Belize. What should I bring? Now, do note, I think there are about two different types of people who come down and move to Belize. Number one is the people who sell everything they have in their home country, come down with a handful of suitcases. And then the others are those who are packing their entire household with them and shipping it down here in a shipping container. Regardless of which one you are, these are 5 tips that I have for you of what you should be bringing down with you, or what may be helpful to have in your suitcase or your shipping container when you plan to make the move to Belize. I know these were things that I wish I had initially when I came down, and even still times that I wish I had thought about as I'm living here in Belize and then go back and forth to the States or whatnot. Number one is going to be linens and towels. So finding high quality linens and towels is very, very difficult in this country. What you tend to find is very expensive product for very low quality. This is true across the board, but we specifically see it when it comes to the linens and towels. If you like your 1,000 count sheets, for example, or perhaps your Egyptian cotton or your hotel quality towels, it's going to be difficult for you to find that here. And if you do, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. So think about your favorite bed sheets, order a couple of those, bring those down with you. Comforter, duvets. I know I have found them very difficult to find at least good quality ones here. Even pillows to some extent, if you have a little bit of extra room with you. Otherwise, hold up on the pillows, bring those towels and those linens. Number 2 is going to be beauty care or hygiene products. And this is not just for women. I will tell you, there is a very specific deodorant that my husband loves. Every time we're in the States, he orders like a pack of 12 and brings them down here. So think about the sort of products that you really like. And if it is something that you cannot live without, then stock up on them and then bring them here with you. Ladies, men too included. I know if you have a special face routine or nighttime routine with your lotions and whatnot, pack those with you, pack extras as well, because it may be difficult to find them here. Here you can find very generic brands. On Ambergris Caye specifically, we do have a great store called War Paint, which has a lot of those name brand products. However, they don't have everything and they do tend to be pretty expensive. So that's where you can go in a pinch or a bind. I know I left my bag of makeup, my sacred bag of makeup in the States. One visit, I went to War Paint, got close to the same of what I usually use. Not quite the same, but it was a lot more expensive than what I would have been spending in the States. So just bear that in mind, pack that with you. Number 3 is going to be if any specific vitamins or supplements. You can get the basic items here. However, if there's a certain brand that you like, make sure you're stocking up on those and bringing those with you. I know people have also asked me about medicines. We tend to find a lot of generic items here. If you again have a specific brand of medicine that you need, then what I would recommend is reaching out to a pharmacy here in Belize and seeing if they have it. If not, then you may want to look into either shipping your medicine down, or we call them mules, where people are going back to the States. You can send something to them and then they can bring it down for you. Number 4 is going to be technology. So technology is taxed very, very high here in Belize. So if you're planning to buy a new cell phone here, buy a new laptop, any of those, it's going to be expensive. Also, we don't have the authorized retail shops here. So I'm thinking Apple, for example. If you need something specifically from Apple, or you want to order your phone or your laptop from Apple, we don't have that in Belize. So you actually have to leave the country to do it. We do have resellers, but they're not necessarily authorized. I know for me, whenever I'm buying a new phone or technology or something that I'm really dependent on, I want to make sure that I am getting a quality product and that it is coming directly from the company that makes it. And if that's the same case, then you'll want to pack those in the bags with you and bring those with you. Also, cameras. I know we've had a lot of friends and clients who have wanted to put cameras around their home. Finding quality cameras here can also be challenging unless you spend a lot of money on it, whereas you can bring those down with you from the States or from your home country and not have to be paying as much. Do note, when you're coming through the airport, they are going to ask you, customs is going to ask you what you have in your suitcase. I would not lie about it. I know we've had some people like, well, I don't want them to see how much stuff I have. Typically, if you're honest and you put all of that information down on your sheet, then they're going to give you a break when it comes to customs, and it's still going to be a lot cheaper to paying it at the airport than buying it at retail price in a store here after they've paid all of those fees and then they put their markup on it. Number 5 is going to be a very general one, which is really and truly whatever makes you feel at home. And this is different for everyone. I know I've had clients who brought down very specific pictures and very specific picture frames. Others who have brought the perfumes, for example, that they really liked, because those can be a little bit more challenging. I guess that goes into beauty care and hygiene products. We've had some who have brought very specific chairs that they liked. It was a family heirloom. They've shipped those down and were very, very careful when they were shipping it. Some who wanted specific cups or specific cutlery. So think about what is really important to you. And as you look around your home, what is it that makes it really feel like home to you? Is it a specific blanket that Nana knitted? Little things like that. Stick those in your suitcase, bring those down, because it is going to be a change when you move here. Your life is going to be different, even though it is beautiful. It is paradise. It is this Caribbean island here on Ambergris Caye that we all love. You do want to still have that element with you that feels like home. Now, do note, we do get Amazon down here. So we don't get Amazon Prime delivery in 2 days. What you end up doing is you'll ship to a shipping company based in the States, and then it's a freight forwarding company. Then they'll forward your freight, your package down here to Belize. Once it arrives in Belize, they'll let you know what the cost was to ship it, and then also the fees to get it into the country. You pay that, and then they'll forward it on to where you are. They're not going to forward it to your home. I know I've had clients ask, oh, can you send me my address? So when I order Amazon, no, what will happen is it'll come to the water taxi. It'll come to cargo at the airline carriers here, and then you'll pick it up there, but they'll notify you. It typically takes about 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the time of year. During the holidays, they're very busy, so you just want to expect packages to take a little bit more time. But don't worry if you didn't bring everything that you needed. If you need to get that special deodorant, for example, you can still order it on Amazon. I know with our family, we typically do an Amazon delivery about once every 2 months. We'll just add to what we want in the cart and then do a big order, usually an Amazon Prime Day or something good along those lines. But it does take a few weeks in order to get here to Belize. Just note that it doesn't come right to your doorstep, but they will notify you on where to pick it up. Number 2 is that imported items will cost more than you're used to. Because we do have that customs fee, there's also the transportation fee of getting that imported item here to Belize and then further to the island. If you're looking on the Keys here, it is just going to cost more. So expect imported items to cost 2 to 3 times the amount that you're used to compared to the States. One of my favorite examples about this is a bag of Doritos. A bag of Doritos in the States, you can typically get a nice Cool Ranch bag for $3.99. Maybe it's like a 2-for-1 deal. Here in Belize, it's going to cost you about $7.50 US. Things like that are going to be more expensive because of the process that I just mentioned to you. So just note, I will say, as you're spending more time here in Belize, people will get to know you. The shop owners will get to know you. You'll start to get discounts, random discounts on things. But initially, you are going to be paying a little bit more of that tourist tax up front if they don't know you and you haven't built that relationship with you. I know we just had a client who moved down. She was buying a new washer dryer. We went to the hardware store together. We're getting some quotes. And we did a little bit of sweet talking. We were able to get her what I thought was a good deal because I'm so used to appliance costs here in Belize, which are higher than in the States. And she goes, it just seems so high for a washer dryer. And I said, you know what? You're getting it at almost 35% off the list price, right? That's on the sticker. That's pretty dang good. But again, when you come in with that North American mindset of this is what it costs at home, then you may have a little bit of sticker shock, but just be prepared for that. And then also three here is that brands may not be authentic in Belize. This is something that comes up more and more, we find. So one thing that you'll find here in Belize on Ambergris Caye is everyone has an insulated cup, right? And you can take it with you from restaurant to restaurant, restaurant to bar, restaurant, wherever you're going, work, home. But we all have the insulated cup because it is warm here and it keeps our drinks cooler or hot for a much longer time than if it was in a regular cup. Now, Yeti is a big brand that you see so many people use here. However, you can go into the little supermarkets here and you can find the Yeti cups for like 20 Belize, right? $25 or 25 US, 25 US, but they're not the real Yetis. And how we know they're not the real Yetis is because they tend to rust a little bit quicker. Their stickers and the decals, the logos just don't match up with the originals. If you ask the shop owner, they're like, yeah, it's authentic. It's authentic. Same with the shoes, same with anything that you see brand name here. They tend not to be the authentic brand and the quality is going to be a lot less than the real authentic brand. But with that being said, we live in the tropics. We live in a Caribbean climate here. There's sea salt around. Things get damaged a lot easier. So sometimes you don't always need the nicest or the highest quality because it can still get damaged. But just note that you may still be paying a premium for these non-authentic brands in Belize. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're living here in the Caribbean, so we'll take what we can get. And then, of course, most importantly, hack your patience. Here it says patience and strength. You've heard me say this before. If you've listened to these sessions before, this is one of the most important parts of what you need to adapt when you come here to Belize. And going back to that client that I mentioned to you who just moved here, she was buying her washer dryer. We also went to go get her internet set up at her condo. And when we showed up, even though she already spoke to somebody from that internet company, we showed up to get everything signed, get things paid for. And the girl behind the desk says, "Did you bring a letter from the HOA?" And she's like, "No, I didn't know I needed a letter from my HOA." And the lady behind the desk goes, "Oh, yes, we've had problems with that complex before. They haven't let us put in our holes where we need to for the internet. So you just need to get a letter from the HOA." And she was, I could tell getting frustrated. She's like, "I spoke to somebody about this. They knew where the address was. They knew the property, and nobody mentioned this letter." So she had to go back to the HOA, get that letter, and then come back the next day. Things like that are bound to happen. And hopefully you don't have your schedule so rigid that you don't have any flexibility and that you need to take a step back and realize that patience is strength. Patience is by sure virtue, and it is going to help you so much here when you make that move to Belize. If you are still looking at the real estate process and you're still trying to understand what it looks like to purchase real estate here in Belize as a foreigner, reach out to us. We have a closing guide for buyers. It is really important for you to know what that process looks like as you are finding properties that best fit your interests. We have an incredible team who works beside me and can certainly help you find that right property. Just reach out to us, whether for this guide or to have a one-on-one consultation with our team. We'd love to chat with you further. My name is Rachel Jensen. Best way to get in contact with us is info@lunarealtybelize.com. And folks, we hope to see you here in paradise in the very near future. Bye, everyone.